Hair and nails done, that on feet. You ain't cause you ain't him, but she like ski. I'ma run me up that cheese and walk these beats.
I'm Mr. Too Slippery. I'm with the sharks, you with the fishes. Hop straight out the Bentley, I'm the biggest. Caution sign on my neck, a 60.
Yeah, I'm Mr. Too Ski. Matter of fact, call me Mr. Chase That Cheese. Grams on my wrist cost like 10 G's. I feel like Buzz got all these carrots on my teeth.
Eastern Conference Finals action. Boy, in a 2-0 series thus far. Who will take Game 3? We're going to find out here. Live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA playoffs. Kevin Harlan here alongside Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. Cleveland, they weren't able to steal one on the road. Now they need to get on the board to keep this close.
And that added bit of pressure isn't going to do him any favor. However, it's not a series until someone wins on the road. A win tonight changes the whole landscape.
Now, here's Mitchell. Rocket 6. Over Bridges. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
Yo bro, just wanted to show some real love for your stream cause you've genuinely got crazy potential and I'd love to connect you with the top.
That's the free fly. Anunoby has the open look. A three-pointer is right on target. Anunoby's got the first 3 points of the night up on the board for New York. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. When Karl Anthony Towns was brought up, Coach immediately chimed in, saying, yeah, the thing about Towns is the sheer size that he brings. Our guys will have to be physical and make him uncomfortable around the basket to have success. Physicality and aggressiveness will be the key. Back to you.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you.
Well, this highlights the agility of Jarrett Allen. So decisive, so quick in the pick and roll.
Anunoby outside. Trying to find Brunson. To him. That one falls.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rag. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now, here is Harden. A floater. Here's Mobley. Off target from three-point range. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. And Doris, you see the talent on this Knicks squad, but there's always been questions about the intangibles they possess.
What's fascinating, Kevin, is this team built slowly and methodically and with great patience. And then they took a couple of big swings. It doesn't result in a championship, and now you evaluate everything.
Now Mitchell. After Mikal Bridges missing on that last three-pointer. Mobley outside. And here's Harden for three. Good on the three-point shot. And that ties it up.
Well, this is the basis of James Harden's game, right? That three-point accuracy opens up every other aspect of the floor and his scoring ability.
Now here's Brunson. Over Allen. The shot's good from Brunson.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about. They're
basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance.
And the basket by Wade.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. A different look now for Cleveland. Tyson's checked in. And it's Sam Merrill in for Wade. Then for the Knicks, Mitchell Robinson comes in for OG Anunoby. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Mikal Bridges. We've got 1:55 left in the first quarter. Towns, a screen on Harden. Outside Robinson. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Robinson.
Guys, that is what you call two physical, hard-earned points from Karl Anthony Towns. Go ahead and embrace that contact.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, well, this Knicks team has grit. Jalen Brunson said, quote, no matter what the situation is, we are going to attack it. No matter who's in front of us, we are going to grind. Back to you.
No quit. All right, Allie, we thank you very much.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Pass to Harden. Mobley sets the pick for Harden. The three-pointer, no good. For New York, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Clarkson passes to Harden. No good on the three.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And here's Harden. There's 31 seconds left to play here in the first. No good on that one. And it's hard penetrating. Brunson outside. Out to the right wing. Towns for 3. Rebound by Mitchell. Pass to Merrill. And another miss by Cleveland. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Knicks lead by 1. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And here we go, getting back to the action here in the Eastern Conference Final. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here. Boy, off a great pass there. That is just a matter of finishing strong.
And the Cavaliers' Kenny Atkinson. Doris winning the NBA Coach of the Year in 2025.
And this was just an incredible honor for Kenny, who, of course, long-time record as an assistant coach, great player development coach, joined Steve Kerr for a time and says that experience helped take his coaching to another level. That has manifested in Cleveland.
Here's Schroeder driving in, lays it up and banks it in. Schroeder's got the lead up to 2 now for the Cavs.
This is Schroeder at his best, putting that blinding speed to great advantage.
That's good by Clarkson. Clarkson's got his first points of the night.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Cavaliers. Anunoby, he's checked in for the Knicks. Landry Shamet comes in for Clarkson. Here's Allen. Green by Allen. Nobody near Schroeder. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Out left to the wing. Back to Bridges. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, guys, this summer saw the first ever 7-team trade in the NBA. You might wonder why it makes sense to involve so many parties, but basically teams have more flexibility salary-wise in these multi-team deals. It is enough to make your head spin, guys. This is where things are headed.
Big moves indeed. All right, Shams, we appreciate the update.
And guys, getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And the shot falls short this time.
Taking what the defense gives you, exactly the shot you want, just doesn't go in.
Pass to Allen. Here's Merrill. The three. Robinson pulls it in. Second quarter play with almost 3 minutes gone. Here's Bridges. And Bridges jams it in.
Well, Mikal Bridges saying, don't sleep on my athleticism. Some big-time hops.
Cleveland's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Allen passes to Strus. Down low. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. Strus has got it all tied up now for the Cavs. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Different look now for Cleveland. Ryan is checked in for Jared Allen. Mitchell comes in for Sam Merrill. And it's James Harden in for Dennis Schroeder. Then for the Knicks, Towns comes in for Robinson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Mikal Bridges. And so here is New York. And G.A., you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning the championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from and a Hall of Fame coach.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. OG Anunoby is so disruptive. He's led the league in steals. And he said, I want to be the defensive player of the year. I've always thought I was the best defender in the league. I'm athletic enough, strong enough, and smart enough to defend every single position. Back to you.
Very confident. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. Here's Mitchell after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
Boy, he won't miss many of those, but it certainly happens. He did there.
Back to Alvarado. Pass to Brunson. Just 5 on the clock. Fires from the wing. It's rebounded by Cleveland. They are still stinging from the loss on Thursday.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
You've got to stand in and deliver from the free throw line, even in a tough environment, and they failed to do so.
The kick out to Anunoby. And a miss there on the triple. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Knicks up 2. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot drum line. They're measuring up the shot. Let's hear it for the participants.
Greetings, one and all. The postseason drama we love, and no disappointment here as it's a close game so far for the New York Knicks.
Well, they've been the more measured team, passing up good shots for great ones.
Yeah, they've been aggressive, but also disciplined. That's a sign of good coaching.
Looking at the series breakdown for the Cavaliers. When you think about the series, Shaq, do they need to win this game?
Yes, Ernie, if they lose this one, they are in a serious hole. I'd even call it a Shaq-size hole.
Well, those Shaq-size holes are hard to get out of. But seriously, I call this a must-win, Ernie. I mean, you can't afford to fall too far behind in the playoffs.
A crucial game for sure. We'll see how it plays out. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And we're back with you, all set to bring you more action from Game 3. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. A 2-point game. Here's Anunoby. And it's off from three-point range. The Cavaliers shooting struggles apparent. 37% from the field. People have said, Greg, he is a system unto himself. In fact, he said it about himself. James Harden's ability, GA, to break down defenses remains in rarefied air.
And even as he's lost a step now, his supreme skill level ensures he remains a threat on a nightly basis.
Now here's Wing. On the wing, Mitchell. Defended by Bridges. Oh, Mitchell, so good inside.
I tell you, at times, guarding Donovan Mitchell has got to feel overwhelming defensively. He starts to go with the floater. Look out.
Outside, Tom. Hart gets to Brunson. The Cavaliers pull it in. Harden outside. Mobley a screen on Brunson. And Mobley throws it down hard.
Oh, stop showing off, Evan Mobley. Go get it.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Bridges outside. Some nice passing by New York here. Here's Towns. That falls. Nice speed that time from Brunson. Towns has got 6.
A guy like this, with the skill set he's got, you can keep the defenders guessing.
Wade passes to Harden. Mobley dishes to Harden. Strong work in close by Harden.
James Harden's ability to finish with either hand, so crafty, understanding how to navigate around defenses when he's in the painted area.
Here's Anunoby, drills the three-pointer. 6 points for him. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Now, here's Mitchell. Can't connect from short range.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
And that's just too much space to give a shooter like him. He works to get open, but the defenders have to work harder to nullify that.
Here's Allen. Harden inside the three-point line, and Mikal Bridges pulls it down. There's a minute 40 left in the third quarter, and it's off the back rim, no good. Mitchell caps off the break.
Boy, how about the blinding speed in transition? Donovan Mitchell, ferocious attacking in the open floor.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
Let's see what you got.
The Cavaliers making a change here. Merrill's checked in, and a switcher also for New York. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for OG Anunoby. Here's Hart. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Brunson. Over Harden. New York, no good that time either.
Oh, he will kick himself for that one. That was a tremendous opportunity.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. The lead is 2. Bridges shot. Good.
Yeah, the ability to fend off that contact by Mikal Bridges, that's a big-time play.
Now, here's Mobley. Back to Harden. Launches from deep. The Knicks pull it in. Robinson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Hart. To the middle. And Robinson gets it to go on the assist by Towns. Now it's a 6-point Knicks lead. And the action on hold as it appears there's been an injury. Yep, he's definitely in a bad way out there right now. Tough to see.
Yeah, it looks like he's in real pain. Definitely a concern right now.
Well, these are the moments that can be gut-wrenching for him and his team, right? Anytime you see an injury like this, certainly your heart goes out to him and to his family.
Dean Wade, he's checked in for Cleveland. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and gameplay. Harden inside the three-point line. Here's Mobley, and Mobley throws it down.
We know unequivocally Evan Mobley has length. He's got timing. This guy eats up rebounds.
Brunson kicks to Towns. Robinson sets a screen for Bridges. Buries it from three-point range. Bridges has got the lead up to 7 now for the Knicks.
Listen, this guy's a barometer for this team's success offensively. They go as he goes.
And so it's the New York Knicks bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And how about a look now at our assist of the game?
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Let me hear you get loud.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Harden surveying the D. The tray. It's rebounded by New York. Robinson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Clarkson finds Robinson. Clarkson outside. Back to Robinson. And finished off by Robinson.
Mitchell Robinson so quick off his feet. Good night.
Fires top of the key. And yep, couple bounces and it falls. And here's Clarkson. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Melo with the ball. He's picked up by Anunoby. Harden missing again. The Knicks leading by 7. Pass to Alvarado. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, this is where Mitchell Robinson can make his impact on the offensive end. Get the putback with that verticality.
Robinson against Wade. Now, here's Strus. 6 on the shot clock. The shot, no good. Good D by Anunoby. The Knicks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play.
I'll tell you, it's 6'8" with elite athleticism. Good luck checking OG Anunoby on the interior.
Here's Tyson, and Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent.
Let's get hyped, everyone. Here comes your pass-through hot squad. Let me hear you make some noise.
Mobley, he's checked in for Cleveland. Mitchell comes in for Max Strus. The Knicks also changing it up. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Robinson. Bridges comes in for Clarkson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Jose Alvarado. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle. They told the team to dig deep, play with passion, finish this game out right. We'll see if they do, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks. It's Mitchell with the train.
Boy, if you let Donovan Mitchell get comfortable shooting the basketball, you're in for a tough night. That's an easy catch and shoot.
So let's head to the sideline. We got some news on Jarrett Allen. Allie, how's he doing?
Guys, I had a moment to catch up with the Cavaliers' head athletic trainer. He said it's a sprained wrist. Doesn't look like any torn ligaments, but considerable pain and swelling. The concern is obvious. Here in the conference finals, the slimmest of margins can make a big difference. Guys?
Thanks for the status report there, Allie. Well, at least we know now how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
There's no question, because even if you know what's wrong, individuals have different healing times. The time frames can be totally different for similar injuries.
And he banks the layup in.
Yeah, simply stated, Jalen Brunson filling it up right now. There are no signs that he's slowing down anytime soon.
1:46 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Wade. Rattles a three. And there's the three.
Well, you simply have to stay connected to him. His shooting stroke is that pure.
The Knicks leading by 10. Brunson fires. There it is. Brunson with the deep shot.
Though there's a calmness to Jalen Brunson, there's also a competitive fire. And boy, from range, look out.
On outside, jacks up a three. Drained from outside.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
For three, cleared away by Hart.
I mean, I guess you can appreciate the confidence, but his three-point shooting has been brutal this half.
And now we can start talking about Game 4. What a magnificent effort and really a significant victory for the Knicks.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the other team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem to miss.
And they're going to roll to their third straight victory to open up these conference finals, giving them a commanding series lead.
Yeah, a sweep seems just about inevitable right now. And with the way they've been playing here in this series, they are building a ton of momentum for the finals, especially if they can close out the sweep in Game 4.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jalen Brunson.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. A second-round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
Now here's Brunson. After the miss from Dennis Schroeder. Robinson, yep, that's going to go in.
I'll tell you, a level of toughness on display from Mitchell Robinson. Send a message, young sir.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. You have to think at this point, up 3-zip, it's only...